Welcome back to Ironside Ties. Our fly today is going to be the Mojito. This is a great little Euro-style nymph. Great color combination. It's been a really productive fly for me, so come along, we'll tackle this fly.
And, let me get a new hook in the vise and we'll get it loaded up and start telling you all about this one. So in the vise is a size 16 jig hook of whatever flavor you like. Our bead is going to be a 2.8 mil copper. I do like copper for this one. Tail is just going to be some Pardo CDL. Now our body is going to be really cool color, watery olive, nice pale color, but got some great undertones to it. Hot spot on this is going to be just some fluorescent orange. And then we're going to be using some, of course, Solarez, bone dry, and some black for a wing case. So let's get started with this, and kind of size 16 here. So thread wraps are crucial, but well, are important but not crucial. Let's say it that way. So we're going to start in here with a few wraps, build a little taper as we secure that bead, and get rid of our excess. Now grab a little bit of CDL. However many fibers you like. I probably tie a few more than most do. I probably got 6 or 8 here. And lay that in on top. And all we're doing is just kind of measuring off there where we want it. And we grab it with my other hand. Give it a couple of 2-3 light turns. And then I'm just going to see where we ended up. And tail looks pretty good. Might be a little long. Tug on the butt just a little bit. Okay, and now to keep these on top as I work my way back, I'm just going to put some pressure on them with my finger like that. And I know it's in the way and you can't see what's going on, but we're just laying in nice touching turns going back, building a nice smooth body under there. Take my finger out of the way so you can see a few of those turns, but I do like to keep my finger in there to hold those up on top. Otherwise, you're kind of repositioning every few wraps. So if you just put your finger in there and hold them up on top and wrap up against your finger, you can get those to lay in there quite nicely, as you see. So then we're back to the back. And now we're going to work our way forward. And on this one, with this watery olive, you do want to lay probably an extra layer or two over what you'd normally do. Get those butt sections out while I'm thinking about it. So we're going to wrap this forward. And on this particular fly, our tying thread is going to become our ribs. So we got to end up in the back of the fly with our tying thread. So right here, I am going to actually spin my thread and cord it up a little bit so that it makes a little bit thicker, heavier set of wraps going back here as we work our way to the back. And we get down to about the midpoint there. We're going to go ahead and undo all that spinning we just did and try to get it to flatten out a little bit as we work our way to the back. And you can see that builds a little bit of taper in there. Not a lot, but a little. And little's really all you need. Really don't need any, probably. So we get back there to the back. And we got a nice body built in there. And now we're going to hit this with some brown Sharpie. And you only need to hit about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch or so. And as you're doing this, try not to dot the body with your marker. And then we're going to spin this up, cord it up, so that it cords up real nice and tight. And I got just a little bit of blank thread there, so I'm just going to wrap that once to get it back there. And I'm going to make sure my thread's nice and corded up. And I'm going to bring this rib forward. And I'm going to try to get 4 or 5 ribs in there. You can see as we're laying that down. And then once we get up here to where our hot spot's going to be, that's all we need. Now we're going to undo all that cording up we just did, flatten it out, give ourselves a couple whip, 2-turn whip finish right there behind the bead, and get rid of our watery olive tying thread here. Grab our orange and build our hot spot. So we'll start right behind the bead. Start working back, and I'm going to work back, I don't know, 5-6 turns. I want it to be about a 1/4 length of the body. That was probably one too many. Somewhere about a 1/4 length of the body. Now I'm going to spin and flatten. I'm going to go back forward. See that ribboned out a little bit, which is actually perfect. Back down, back up, and we got ourselves a nice little hot spot built in there. Just simple. Grab our whip finish. We're now going to do a 5-turn whip, and like I typically do on my Perdigons, I'm going to start my whip right here. I'm going to do a 4 or 5-turn whip, and I'm going to work from right behind the bead here, and I'm going to work my way back so that we keep that nice consistent taper going on our fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Covered that up perfect. Now, should kind of bundle everything and pull it forward so we don't lose all that beautiful taper that we just built into there, and come in here and snip that off. Now from here on out, pretty straightforward as well. Hit this with some bone dry. Get that UV bone dry in there. Dab off a little bit of excess. Hit it with our light. Cook that pretty good. Okay, now we're going to come in with our black Solarez. And one thing to keep in mind on these is the slot in the back of the bead. This stuff will actually run down through the bead and start running out the eye of the hook if you aren't careful and if you don't cure it well enough. You'll pick up a hook and you'll find all of a sudden it's full of, your hook eye is full of black resin and you have no idea why. So we got a nice little wing case on there. I'm going to flip that upside down. I'm going to cook it real good with my light here. And because it's a black opaque color, I'm going to cook it extra long because it takes a little longer to set that black than it does the clear resin. And then I'm going to do something really crazy. I'm going to come around here and I'm going to go in from the hook eye. And all that does is help set any that's started to run down into our hook eye. Just set it from through the little gap there. But there you go. Beautiful little bug. This is great if you got light colored midges or even mayflies. This is a great little blue-wing olive PMD kind of color fly as well. Fish this, let's say light flies, light skies, light flies. So nice bright day, that light color tends to work out pretty good. But there you go. That's the Mojito, and hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll catch you on the next one.